about? Alan, what's one of those things up in the sky? It's called a celestial body.
You have 5 minutes to eat. That's not eaten. Then I can take a
talking about space and the sun and the stars.
Space, the sun, and the stars.
And
Alan, is the sun? Is the sun? Or no, is the moon like a star?
No.
No, what is the moon? It's a big cold
Rock.
The moon is a big rock. So the moon's a rock. What do we have to thank on Earth? We have something on Earth that why are people not looking at me? I know I have Marco and Jamari and Angel. Al, what's that thing that surrounds Earth? It's a big bubble that saves Earth and makes sure we have heat. Oh, it is made out of gas, but I need you to raise your hand. Angel, what's that thing around Earth? It's an what?
It's atmosphere. Atmosphere.
Gosh, Alan, you're taking her brain power. Who can help her out?
Atmosphere.
Say atmosphere.
Atmosphere.
Oh, everybody shine the front and turn on for me. Say go computer.
Go computer.
Ooh, I have the wrong listening learning packet. Say Mr. Belsing.
Mr.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
So Alan, does the moon move in one or two ways? Does the moon move in one or two ways?
Drop it.
Check your bodies. There's some friends.
2 ways.
2 ways. Say go Alan.
Go, Alex.
Drop it.
Now the moon also has different phases. Say phases.
Face.
I don't mean a face like Mr. Belson's face. Teddy, find your seat. Teddy, find your seat. I meant phases like this. I need somebody to come up and point to the different phases of the moon. Do it quickly. I'm going to pick somebody who's silent.
You're talking on your carpet.
Who's talking on the carpet? She can make this up later if she needs to. Namdi, find your seat.
I got
Find your seat, Namdi. 5, 4.
4, 3.
I'm talking right now. 3, 2. Thank you.
Thank you.
So right here, this is called a crescent
Stop
moon.
talking.
Say crescent moon. Crescent moon is when it's a little. Find your seat, Namdi. Miss Thomas will call your mom. Thank you. Crescent moon is the little itty bitty
You said
tiny
you're
moon.
gonna call my dad.
This is called a half moon when the moon is cut right in half off. And then the full moon is when you can see the whole moon. Marco knows what I'm talking about. Today we're going to learn about people that went to the moon. There's been people that have gone actually up into the moon. Kiwan, how would people get up to the moon? How would people get all the way up to the moon? In a rocket. Say, yeah, Kiwan. So ever since, okay, right now we're worried about listening and learning, not about Alan. You can talk to me about after listening and learning.
You're not going to call Dad?
I did call his dad. Yes, I did. I gave you the phone and called. This isn't the time right now, friend. I gave you the phone and we called Dad and he didn't pick up. We're not wasting everybody else's learning time on that, though. Eyes up here. Every single person, eyes up here. I've got Jamari. I've got. This is going to be a distraction from the way. I've got Comsy. Kiwan, I need you on your bottom. And I'm also looking for the friend that's going to switch the slides. That friend's going to be sitting just like Key, just like Angel, just like Marco, just like Mackenzie Charles. Ever since people first gazed up at the stars, people have always wondered, is it possible, and what would it be like to travel, friend, into outer space? For most of human history, the idea of traveling into space was considered impossible, which means people never thought they'd be able to get up into space. Space, most people thought, why do I hear talk in the corner? Right now we're learning. Thank you. Space, most people thought, was out of reach, and there was no way humans would be able to get there. Still, this didn't stop people from using their imaginations.
If you want
and
to
coming
pull
up
that
with
drama on my carpet, you can go sit in Indiana.
Okay.
You look at me. We do not do that in this class. In this class, we look like Jamari. We look like Byron or Alan or Marco. If you want a Mackenzie Charles, you want to tie your shoes, I'll take you to Indiana because that's what they do in there. In this room, we sit in perfect star and we learn it grow our brains. No.
I'll move so you can see. I'm still looking for that friend to switch the slides. People use their imaginations and brains to come up with creative ideas for space travel. Ooh, who am I going to pick? It's not going to be friends that are making noises on the carpet. It's going to be friends sitting in a perfect star like Jamari. Not friends that are playing with each other in the side.
Plumber. Fix.
Angel, go switch the slide. If you don't get picked, I'll pick a new person for every slide. Kiwan's going, okay, maybe next time. Say, go, Kiwan.
Nurse.
So the Chinese, say the Chinese.
The Chinese.
They invented, I'm talking right now, invented the first rockets hundreds of years ago using gunpowder. So the same powder that you use to make a gun shoot is the same powder that they used to make the rockets in China. So a rocket or an engine that powers spacecraft pushes them up through the air. I'm talking right now, ladies, no thank you. Lighting the gunpowder would launch the rocket up into the air, pushing it forcefully. It was not until about 100 years ago, Kiwan, that scientists started to make serious advances in rocket technology. So it was only like 100 years ago that we started making rockets for the first time. Can you go to the next slide? Oh, actually, Angel, go back to the carpet. I gotta pick my next person. Quick, back to the carpet. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom. Why are you raising your hand? I'm telling you can't. Go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom. I'm not wasting time on you. Jamari, you look fantastic. Go to the next slide. Kiwan again, yes, saying, oh, well, maybe next time. He'll probably get picked next. Same with Teddy. By the 1950s, that's like when Mr. Belson's parents were born, so it's still kind of a long time ago.
9.
Rocket technology had improved to the point that people began to think seriously about traveling to space and exploring space. Back then, there was a nation called the Soviet Union. Say Soviet Union.
Soviet Union.
I need every single person. Soviet Union.
Soviet.
Now it's just for Autumn, sweetheart. Soviet Union.
Soviet Union.
So the Soviet Union doesn't exist anymore today. Right now I'm talking, and this is an emergency. Soviet Union doesn't exist. Soviet Union doesn't exist anymore today, but it consisted or was made up, friends, of Russia and other countries near Russia. So that's all the way on the other side of the world, kind of near China. At this time, Marco, the United States and the Soviet Union were the two leaders of the world, and they were kind of like in a fight or competition for who would be the stronger country. The leaders of the Soviet Union and the United States, they wanted to show each other and the rest of the world that their country was more powerful. So they were both racing to see who would be the first country to get to space. So, Byron, what are the two countries that were racing to get to space? One was the Soviet Union. Say the Soviet Union. Everybody, Soviet Union.
Soviet Union.
And what was the other country competing? They were the two most
Do you need to
powerful
stand
countries in the
back
world.
here?
Up. Kamsi, what was the other country competing with the Soviet Union? Say, oh yeah, Kamsi.
Oh yeah.
So over here, on one side of the world, we had Soviet Union. And over here, we had the United States. And they were both trying to show each other who was stronger. What was the better country? So they were racing to see who would get to space first. Byron, you've been on it. Go switch the slides, buddy. Ooh, shining man. Teddy's going, oh, well, maybe next time. Maybe he'll get picked. Same with Kiwan. Same with Marco. You gotta go the other way, buddy. Sorry. The other arrow. One more. There we go. This photo right here. Oh, can you go back one more? Go back again, and we're gonna do this again. Nobody's gonna make any noises. Just doing what Odyssey's doing. One more. To the right. One. To the right, buddy. To the other way. One more. Thank you. So this photo shows scientists in the United States. This is launching the first.
It took 9 minutes.
Okay, you need to get over it. Whatever it is, you're done with it. If you need to go to the bathroom, go, but I don't have time for the groaning. I'm telling you can't. Go to the bathroom and stop making noises on the carpet. It's distracting for everybody else. So guys, this up here, eyes up here. Gosh, Jamari, you look fantastic. Eyes on me.
You.
So this is the first rocket from Cape Canaveral, Florida in 1950 being shot up into the air. It was just a test, Azia. It was just a test to see whether this type of rocket engine would work. So Jamari, do you think they had people in this rocket if it's just a test? It's just a test. Do you think there's people up in this rocket?
No.
I'm just asking Jamari.
I say go sit your seat.
What do you think?
No, I don't want to sit on my seat.
Am I carrying
You
you?
think there's people up in there? So this is kind of a dangerous thing that we've never ever done before. Would they put people on the first rocket to see? Who can help Jamari? What is another idea? Brooklyn. Do you think there are people on this rocket? No way. There's no people on this rocket. So they did So they just shot it up into space.
You're playing. I'm gonna go up.
Alana, you can click it off now, okay?
Okay.